going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we got a good one in store for you guys. So pretty much today I'm about to show you guys how I create shirts. As you can see here, I'm making a design in Illustrator. The school is the Upson Lee High School Knights, so he wanted a knight, of course, and that's what I'm creating here. He is a friend of mine, so I just wanted to give him a nice design for his son's graduation. If you guys would like your own custom shirts, or you have a company or a brand or just a group that needs shirts, head over to Print Garage. That is also my company. I do stuff like this, so pretty much graphic design as well as print shirts. So if you're looking for more of just the graphic design side, head over to Apollo's Collection on Instagram or apolloscollection.com. That's where you'll see a lot of my designs. I'm not very good with social media, so you're not going to see much on there, but definitely head over to my website where you'll see more examples of my art side. And for Print Garage, I'm getting back to that side of social media, so of course you'll start to see more pictures over there. But of course, head over to printgarage.com, and there you'll be able to see more work and get more information as far as what I do for creating shirts. I won't go into too much detail as far as making this design, but if you guys want to see more art, please let me know down below in the comments, because I definitely want to create more videos that pertain to what you guys may like and what I do and what I can create. So definitely let me know down below. There are multiple places where you can either create your own design or you can find a graphic designer. You got places like Canva, Fiverr, Upwork. So yeah, look around. Of course, I'm a graphic designer, so if you need designs, you can always hit me up. But there are lots of places, and of course, pay your graphic designer. We all have bills, so nothing in life is free. You don't work for free, they don't work for free, so definitely pay them what they're worth. Even if it's not me, pay whoever you're going through, pay them well. And of course, not everybody has the money, so of course check out Canva. They have a lot of designs on there that they make it easy for you to create your designs. So if you don't have the money at the moment, definitely check them out. They already have a lot of designs already created. You could just tweak it to your liking as far as text and color, whatever may have you. So I'll let you guys continue watching me create this design. I'll report back to you guys whenever I head into Cricut, which is the software I use to essentially cut the vinyl out. Enjoy the design process. Okay guys, what I like to do is take all the strokes and text and expand them so they have fills rather than just the strokes, because once I put it in, obviously, Cricut, they're good to go. There's no really any added steps as far as this process once it hits Cricut, and it's easier to do it in Illustrator. But of course, whatever software you're using is going to be a little different. Once I upload it to Cricut, now you can see I'm turning the design to make it fill up the mat as much as possible. The only issue that I ran into was that some companies, the vinyl is, some are 12 feet by 24 feet, and then some could also be 15 by 24. You also have some that are 12 feet by 15 feet. So when you're doing that, make sure you know or how long your vinyl is, because you don't want to get to the vinyl store and notice, okay, you had it set up for 12 by 24 when in actuality the vinyl they're selling is 12 by 15 or 15 by 24, or however they cut their vinyl. So you definitely want to make sure you look into that. Now, as far as this client, they wanted 3 different but similar shirts. They just wanted to change the name, so as if it was like a jersey, you would put Jeremy number whatever their number is, but instead they wanted Mom, Nana, and Nothing. This has changed since I sent it to the client, but you'll see that throughout the video. So now I'm just going through and setting everything up for the vinyl. And like I said, I had to go to the vinyl store I think 2 or 3 times because I forgot the way they cut their vinyl is different from another company that I was thinking, so I had to go back and fix that. So now what I'm doing is lining up the vinyl to the mat, and as you can see, this is not a 12 by 24 or 15 by 24. This is, I think, 12 by 15. It's such an odd number, but so once I place that in the correct spot, squeegee it down, get it flat. Now I am getting it ready to be cut. As you can see, it's now being cut, so we're gonna let that play out. So if you ever have an issue with your Cricut and the blade like seeming like it's not sharp enough, before you buy it, I will definitely say try out the foil method, which is balling up foil and essentially just poking holes into the foil with the blade. So obviously you have to take not necessarily the blade out, but take the part that the blade goes into that can come out, so you can obviously change the blade. So do that, poke a bunch of holes into the foil, and that should allow it to sharpen up. I know people that also, I don't think they might put foil on the mat, but I'm not too certain, so don't quote me on that, but do that and then cut, like set the Cricut to cut, and that should sharpen the blade. So also look into that. So now that that's done, I'm going to start to weed the vinyl, obviously do the big piece that isn't going to be printed. So once I'm done with that, you can see I'm going to start cutting the intricate pieces on the inside that obviously aren't going to be printed. And this is just a time-consuming part of creating shirts with vinyl, unfortunately. Sometimes it could be soothing, and then sometimes it could be way too much and an annoying process if it's too detailed. So definitely have that in mind as far as how intricate your design is and how thin the lines are, because you don't want it too thin or else it'll either crack or just not cut in general. So definitely be careful with that. I always keep in mind how thick my lines are. I do have a chart where I know what size is too small. I didn't show this process, but make sure whatever brand vinyl you're using, make sure you know the instructions as far as applying it and the heat and the pressure and stuff like that. So this vinyl, I believe it's from Sizer, however you say it. So it has its own specific heat temperature it needs to be set at and how long it needs to be set at. But here I am just creasing the shirt. A lot of people don't do it, some people do, so it's really up to you. I just like my designs being perfectly centered, so that is something that I do. That's an extra step. And you also want to heat the shirt itself so you can get out all that moisture and stuff like that. And as far as the design, I like to crease it in the middle, so that's why you see that crease down the middle of the design. And I like to start with a design that's the closest to the collar, so you know, okay, it's 3 inches down no matter what from the highest point of the design. Now if you have multiple colors or multiple pieces of vinyl that you have to put on a shirt, I don't heat it up for the entire time. For each individual one, I'll heat it up for maybe 5 seconds and then keep placing the different colors or whatever it is, the extra pieces that you may have to apply to the shirt, because you don't want to overheat the shirt, but you just want the vinyl enough to stick to the shirt and not to the adhesive. So after that, I like to put the Teflon sheet back over it and heat it for its 12-second or 15-second, however long the design needs to be heated up for. I also didn't show this process in the beginning, but I like to lint roll my shirt. So to get all that hair that's just floating in the wind, you don't want that sticking under the vinyl because now that's just stuck to the shirt. So definitely a good practice to do that before you heat the shirt. Now adding vinyl to the back of the shirt is essentially the same thing. What I like to do is put the top design right under the front of the neck collar, but you can see, like in the video, the front of the neck collar showing up through the back. So I like to place my vinyl just right under there. And as you can see with this design, I had 2 different colors, but I made sure to cut them out so they don't overlap each other. So that allows me to heat both of them up and do it all at once. Here's a detailed shot of the vinyl pressed onto the shirt. You can sort of see the texture of the shirt imprinting itself under the vinyl. So that's how I like to know that everything's stuck correctly, because if it's not stuck correctly, you're not going to see that imprint of the shirt on the vinyl. A good accessory to have is a shirt folder because it makes your life a whole lot easier rather than manually folding it each time. But what I like to do is obviously set it face down and let the folder do its work. It's that easy, it's that simple. And me personally, I like to place my shirts in a poly mailer. I used to do 2 poly mailers in one, as in like the clear plastic and the poly mailer, but I never really had an issue with just the poly mailer, so it's always up to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys like this style of video, please let me know in the comments down below, or if you want to know more as far as shirt, definitely let me know. I would love to help you guys. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.